They taught you to run to the pharmacy every time the body cries out. But the body is not asking for chemicals. The body is asking for minerals, plants, and cleansing. Castor oil and cloves are not magic. They simply help remove what blocks the natural healing power already living inside you.
Castor oil and cloves. Two ordinary things that have sat in kitchens and medicine cabinets for centuries, and honestly, almost nobody tells you what they do when you put them to work together overnight while you sleep. Your doctor won't bring it up, the pharmacy won't stock the combination, and the wellness industry would rather sell you a $30 bottle with a name you can't pronounce than admit that two of the oldest remedies on earth cost just a few dollars and already work. But your great-grandmother understood something the modern system, well, forgot on purpose. She reached for these when her body felt stuck, heavy, and slow, and she was right long before anyone printed a study to prove it. Because here's the truth they never tell you. Your body doesn't need to be forced, drugged, or fixed. It needs to be unblocked, and these two ingredients used the right way at the right time do exactly that. Tonight you'll learn exactly why this pairing survived every attempt to bury it, what each one does inside your body, and precisely how to use them before bed so your body finally does the quiet repair work it was always built to do. Picture your midsection as a slow-moving river. When the water flows, everything downstream stays clean, fresh, and alive. But when that current stalls, debris starts to collect, the banks turn stagnant, and the whole system quietly backs up. That river is your digestive tract. No bad nober vine. Right alongside it sits something most people never hear a word about, your lymphatic system, the silent drainage network that carries waste away from your tissues. Before we name a single remedy, understand what your body is trying to do every hour of every day. Your gut moves food along with slow, rhythmic muscle waves, your liver filters what comes through, your lymph clears away the leftovers. When any one of those three slows down, you feel it. Why have, if be or swine. Heaviness after meals, a sluggish, foggy morning, that bloated, stuck sensation no amount of water seems to fix. So, where do castor oil and cloves come in? Well, let's start with the oil. Castor oil is almost 90% ricinoleic acid, which is a fatty acid that behaves unlike almost anything else in nature. When it meets your skin and the tissue beneath it, ricinoleic acid interacts with the very same receptors your body uses to regulate inflammation and control smooth muscle movement. That's the muscle that lines your gut. In plain language, it coaxes a stalled system to start moving again, and it calms the low, smoldering irritation that keeps tissue tight, tender, and inflamed. So, what does that actually mean for you? It means the oil isn't just sitting on top of your skin doing nothing, it's speaking your body's own chemical language, telling a stuck system it's safe to move. Now the clove. Inside every small, dark clove hides a compound called eugenol, and eugenol is a genuine powerhouse. It's antimicrobial, so it discourages the overgrowth of the unfriendly bacteria that ferment and sour a sluggish gut. It's anti-inflammatory, cooling the same fire that ricinoleic acid targets, only from the inside. And it's warming and stimulating to digestion, nudging your body to release the enzymes and bile it needs to break food down cleanly, instead of letting it sit and stagnate. There's a reason the oil goes where it goes too. When you rest that pack across the right side of your abdomen, you're placing it directly over the region that sits near your liver and the dense cluster of lymph beneath it, the exact area responsible for filtering and draining what your body needs to clear. You're not treating your skin, you're supporting the organs of cleansing that do their heaviest lifting while you sleep. So what does that mean when you put them together? You're working two ends of the same problem at once. One remedy moves and soothes from the outside, the other cleanses and stimulates from the inside, and they do it overnight, during the exact hours your body reserves for repair. Wanneer satisstaaldes saken badetstaub, when de sturing staat de voor je staum, prendel de staan, sateken down, wis down raum, ondal down staan daar, or daar, verstaan round, for down fairly still enough to let it happen. Here's what nobody in a white coat will say out loud: the way you feel is not your fault. You were handed a food system built on boxes, bags, and shelf life instead of living plants. Every processed, acidic, chemically preserved meal asks your digestion and your liver to work overtime. And, over years that constant strain wears the natural rhythm down. That is not weakness on your part. That is a broken supply chain reaching all the way onto your dinner plate. You live under a level of stress your grandparents never carried. Every time your mind races, your body floods with cortisol, and cortisol slams the brakes on digestion, because, honestly, a body that believes it's in danger will not waste energy breaking down a meal. So you sit down to eat, already braced and tense, and your gut never gets the one signal it's waiting for, that it's safe to do its job. You sit more than any generation in human history. Movement is what massages your lymph, wakes up your bowels, and keeps the whole river flowing. A day spent in a chair lets everything go quiet, still, and, slow. You also sleep worse than the people who came before you did. Glowing screens late into the night, meals eaten far too close to bedtime, a nervous system that never fully powers down. Your gut runs on a clock, a daily rhythm that expects darkness, stillness, and rest to do its deepest cleaning. When that clock gets scrambled night after night, the overnight repair window shrinks, and you wake up feeling like you never truly rested at all. And for many of you, years of prescriptions have quietly reshaped the entire landscape inside you, thinning out the good bacteria, drying the tissue, dulling the natural signals your body once trusted. You did exactly what you were told to do. The system simply never mentioned the cost you'd pay for it later. Dr. Sebi taught one simple, radical idea. Your body is not a broken machine waiting to be rescued by a pharmacy. Your body is a self-healing organism that asks for only one thing: the right conditions. Alkaline, plant-based, clean, restore the environment, and the healing takes care of itself. That is why what you're about to learn works differently from everything you've tried. It doesn't chase a symptom in circles or mask what you feel for a few hours. It goes straight to the root, the stalled river, the stagnant drainage, the quiet inflammation, and it gives your body back the exact conditions it has been starving for. None of this is folklore someone invented to sell you a bottle. The science is quietly stacking up. It just never gets the marketing budget the patented drugs do. Start with ricinoleic acid, the heart of castor oil. Researchers studying it have documented a real anti-inflammatory action, showing it can reduce swelling and irritation in tissue, findings that echo through pharmacology literature going back decades. The mechanism isn't magic. Ricinoleic acid engages the same inflammation-regulating pathways that several conventional drugs target, except it arrives straight from a pressed seed with nothing added. Cloves have an even deeper research trail. Work published in journals of ethnopharmacology has, repeatedly confirmed eugenol's antimicrobial and antioxidant strength. And here's a fact worth stopping on. On the standard scale scientists use to measure a food's antioxidant capacity, cloves rank among the very highest of any spice on earth. Gram for gram, they actually outperform most of the fruits and vegetables you've been told your whole life to eat more of. Look closer at what eugenol does for digestion specifically, and the traditional use starts to make perfect sense. Researchers have described how compounds in clove can help protect the delicate lining of the stomach and support the flow of digestive juices, the very functions that break down slowly in a stressed, sluggish gut. That's not a modern marketing claim bolted onto an old spice. It's science slowly confirming what grandmothers already knew. Now the counterintuitive part that makes people rewind the video. The same eugenol that dentists have relied on for more than a century to numb tooth pain and calm inflamed gums is the exact compound now being studied for soothing inflammation deeper in the body. The tradition was right long before the trials ever caught up to it. Castor oil is so well understood, in fact, that even the conventional world has quietly acknowledged its power to move a stalled bowel. It has been recognized for generations as one of the most reliable natural ways to get a stubborn system flowing again. The establishment simply prefers you buy it dressed up in a branded box rather than know you can reach for the plain, honest version yourself. And that tradition runs deep. In Ayurvedic medicine, castor oil, known there as Iranda, has been used for thousands of years to move a stagnant system and ease stiff, aching joints. Across Caribbean folk medicine and West African herbalism, both castor oil and clove appear again and again as everyday household medicine, passed hand to hand through generations who never needed a peer-reviewed paper to know what worked on their own bodies. Now, let me be honest with you, because honesty is the one thing the establishment never offers. Much of the evidence for the castor oil pack specifically is traditional and early, rather than locked down in large clinical trials. What the early research suggests is genuinely promising. But the deepest proof here is generational. It's the kind of knowledge that survived for centuries precisely because it kept working for real people, in real kitchens, long before anyone thought to measure it. Ask yourself one simple question: who makes money if this actually works? A bottle of castor oil costs a few dollars. A bag of whole cloves costs a few more. Together they might run you the price of a single fast food meal, and they'll last you for months. There is no patent on a seed. There's no secret formula to protect and license. No shareholder ever got rich telling people to reach for the bottom shelf of the grocery store. Now, here's the part the internet loves to skip, because honestly, I actually care what happens to you after you close this video. Do not use castor oil internally or over your abdomen if you are pregnant or think you might be. It can stimulate the uterus. Skip this entirely if you have sharp or acute abdominal pain, a known bowel obstruction, or an active inflammatory bowel flare. Those situations need real hands-on care, not a home remedy. If you take blood thinners, talk to someone you trust before adding clove, because eugenol can affect how your blood clots. Never swallow concentrated clove oil. It is far too potent and hard on the liver. Whole cloves steeped in water are the safe, traditional form. Never apply the pack to broken or irritated skin. And if you're on any regular medication, keep this educational and run it past your provider first. Reclaiming your health has never meant flying blind. Here's the practitioner's touch most people never learn. Gentle warmth multiplies everything. Rest a warm, never hot, water bottle over the towel while the pack sits, and that mild heat helps the ricinoleic acid sink in while it relaxes the muscle underneath. And if you want to stack one more layer of old tradition, grate a thin slice of fresh ginger into your clove tea. Ginger and clove together were a classic warming pair in kitchens all over the world, long before anyone ever wrote it down in a study. Let's lock it in. Castor oil moves a stalled system and calms inflammation from the outside. Cloves cleanse, warm, and stimulate your digestion from the inside. Together, they work both ends of the same problem overnight. A castor oil pack 3 to 4 nights a week. Worn 45 minutes to overnight. 1 cup of clove tea from whole cloves on those same evenings. 4 weeks to a gut that finally works the way it was designed to. This was never a secret because it failed. It was a secret because it was too cheap to sell. Your body was always the healer. Tonight you just handed it the tools, so I want to hear from you. If you've ever used a castor oil pack, or grown up with clove in your family's home remedies, tell me down in the comments. What did it do for you, and where did you first learn it? Those stories are exactly how this knowledge stays alive and gets passed on. And if tonight opened your eyes, stay close, because in the next video we're going deep on the one overnight drink that quietly resets your liver while you sleep. The single organ every other system in your body leans on, and the one the modern world beats up the hardest. This is what Health Quest exists for. Food is medicine. The body is the healer. And this channel is here to hand you back the knowledge that was always yours to begin with. Subscribe and join a community of people who are done waiting for a broken system to save them, because you were never meant to wait. You were meant to heal. I'll see you in the next one.